Austrian SMEs need ComplianceFlow AI.
I build our privacy-first AI. We offer local processing and UVA forecasting.
We are ready for AWS first Incubator. Ever reached 2 weeks before your
UVA deadline, the mandatory value-added tax return. For many local SMEs, this means frantically digging through disorganized paper invoices and buried email threads to piece together their financial reality. Operating with this lack of visibility means business owners are flying blind. They have no accurate measure of their actual tax liability until the final
Exactly.
hour.
Plus, your documents are buried in endless ratters waiting on data you process.
Look at this flowchart mapping data transfer. It illustrates exactly why a company cannot simply plug their documents into off-the-shelf AI. Routing sensitive European financial data through US-based cloud servers immediately triggers severe GDPR violations. This creates a hard operational bottleneck. The client delays processing their own data, which leaves their Steuerberater, their tax advisor, paralyzed, waiting for the necessary inputs to do their job. Austrian SMEs find themselves caught in a vacuum. They lock the resources for endless manual accounting, but strict privacy laws block them from using generic tech shortcuts. They require a localized, intelligent solution. This specific problem requires insider knowledge to solve. Co-founder and CEO Farnaz lived this reality daily as a certified Bilanzbuchhalterin, a highly specialized Austrian accountant, witnessing the massive friction inside tax offices firsthand. Co-founder and CTO Farbod engineers the technical counterpart. He designs the secure, fully local technology architecture that keeps sensitive data entirely within European borders. The resulting product, ComplianceFlow AI, acts as an intelligence layer. It securely processes the data locally and feeds it directly into established Austrian accounting software, like BMD or RZL, rather than trying to replace them. True compliance automation requires hard-coding localized on-the-ground Austrian tax expertise into an isolated, privacy-first technology stack. The workflow begins when a user uploads a raw PDF invoice or receipt directly into this secure, localized AI environment. The system identifies and extracts mandatory data points, cross-referencing them against the legal requirements of USTG Section 11, the Austrian VAT Act. By instantly verifying these required fields, the system confirms the mathematical plausibility of the entire VAT calculation without human intervention. This dynamic area chart shows the immediate output. The validated data populates a live UVA forecast, giving the user continuous, real-time tracking of their tax liability as they move through a standard business quarter. This level of visibility shifts the SME owner out of a state of retroactive panic, granting them proactive financial control long before the actual tax deadline arrives. The final step in the workflow is a seamless one-click export, designed explicitly for those established platforms, BMD and RZL. Every exported file carries a compliance badge, acting as a verified cryptographic seal of approval on the processed data. When the Steuerberater receives files bearing this badge, they know the data is strictly audit-ready, cutting out hours of expensive billable manual cleanup. This mechanism also prepares companies for the impending 2030 VIDA e-invoicing standards, a strict set of European regulations requiring real-time digital tax reporting. ComplianceFlow AI solves the immediate operational mess of disorganized receipts while actively shielding Austrian businesses against future European tax laws. The core problem and proposed solution have been thoroughly validated through direct consultations with local SME owners and tax advisors. This timeline charts our aggressive 9-month operational roadmap. We plan to launch our initial MVP by month 3, secure 5 pilot companies by month 6, and generate our first recurring revenue by month 9. As the visual shifts to our technical schematic, you can see the severe infrastructure demands. Running localized AI requires heavy upfront investment in high-performance GPUs and dedicated vector databases. Turning this validated architecture into a market-ready software as a service requires immediate external funding and structured intervention. We've reached the point where professional guidance and infrastructure capital are necessary to transition from a technical architecture to a scalable, customer-facing service. That is exactly why we are targeting the AWS first Incubator and fully committing to the startup camp in Vienna as our critical development partners. We need your specific financial backing and milestone discipline to secure the vital local AI hardware stack necessary to make this product a reality. Furthermore, our female co-leadership structure directly aligns with the incubator's stated gender bonus objectives, ensuring diverse direction at the executive level. Armed with AWS support, this team is prepared to build a privacy-first tool that handles the complexity of Austrian tax law for the local SME market.
That is exactly why we built ComplianceFlow AI. We aren't just another accounting tool. We are the proactive compliance intelligence that Austrian SMEs desperately need.
Yet.